This is Space Command to Zoom. All systems are go. For your message to Jamie.
Hey Jamie, it's your birthday. I'm in charge of the stars and I'm here to say, hey Jamie, you're the big star today. My name is Zoom and I live on the moon, but I came down to Earth just to sing you this tune. 'Cause Jamie, it's your birthday today. A present for you I wanted to find, an outer space creature, a one of a kind, a wild wallop or a kugel chew, an apple rock or a buzzer stew, or maybe a three-eyed tickle shay for your birthday. Did you ask?
What's a kugel chew?
Well, up on the moon, it's nothing new. But that won't do for you on your birthday. I searched behind the clouds and stars. I even zoomed my flight to Mars and met my friend the Saucer Man, and he said,
Hey, Zoom, I got the business plan. What you're ready is something new. So how about a song just from you?
and so tonight when you're in bed, I'll be singing to you as I zoom overhead. Singing Jamie, happy birthday. Singing Jamie, happy birthday. Singing Jamie, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jamie. See you next year.
I think it's safe now, Jamie.
Okay, so yeah, make sure that's you're good.
Okay.
I can hear you.
It's got to kind of catch the audio that scoops out underneath the facial prosthetic.
So I'm just gonna check everything here. All right, you guys let me know, because don't make me look like a retard later. Let me know if any audio needs to be fixed, because usually I don't have. Don't make me look like a retard later. Oh, I look like one already. That was quick. All right, so I got this whole chat here. We're gonna pop this out. I'm a little rusty. I am a little rusty. Pop out chat. Okay, so we got this. Yeah, let me know. So Mediabear, oh sorry, Dr. Clown is here with me.
That's right.
I started calling you Mediabear first. Now, Dr. Clown is keeping it safe, so he has all his shit on his face.
Well, it's important for you to be able to do the sound check through the facial prosthetic.
I think it is.
You know, I could talk straight into your microphone, and then we would not have a safe audio check.
That's why we have two microphones. Yes, yes. Now he knows that I'm not gonna. That I'm not wearing anything on my face, so we're all right with that. Whoa! All right, I think we're ready to. I think we're ready to come on out of the closet now. Whoa! Whoops! I didn't mean that.
Hey, listen.
It's 2024. All right, let's figure this out.
The facial prosthetic will do enough to protect you without you needing to have any protection. It's part of the technology that we've been developing to protect all of humanity. So it'll definitely work here in your studio.
Okay, well, here we go. Look at that. That works. We look pretty good.
Yeah.
You look pretty good
dynamic
next to this edit. I'm pointing the right way.
It's really been kind of a long time coming.
Yeah.
I would say, I think it was probably, and my wife is in the chat and she'll correct me, but I think it was around 2016, 2015, 2016 that we started watching your videos on YouTube.
I'll correct you. 2017.
2017.
Yes,
thank you.
That's when I started. Yes.
And well, I just remember it being in the time of the feverishness of Trump. Right?
Yes.
That's what I remember. We were watching lots of Q stuff, and I remember finding you by virtue of that world.
I started early 2017, so that makes sense. Yes. Yes.
So, and then when we, I stopped using Twitter for a long time, started using Twitter again when we started posting videos on YouTube, and I saw you post one of our videos, and it was legitimately one of the coolest, most satisfying moments where it was just like, dude, this is so real what we're doing right now. This is happening right now.
Yeah, I've used you guys in probably quite a few videos. At least 3. I want to say at least 4 though. I want to say at least 4.
Yep.
Because I've used you. The first one, I think, I'm not sure which song it was.
Might have been Safety Mask.
I feel like it might have been that. It was an early one, and that was a video that I used Isaac Weishaupt or whatever. He wrote a book, some books.
My wife is a huge fan of Isaac.
Okay, so I was listening to his podcast, and then and I used you guys on that. I forget exactly what it's about, but it was from it was from Bill Cooper. Yeah, it was something from the 80s from Bill Cooper. I heard an article he mentioned, so that's how I knew about that. And then I know I used that. Well, the two other two I can remember, which I think there was three. Another three. The other two I remember though, at least right now, because I made so many fucking videos. It's hard to remember everything.
Yep.
But it was I used Vaccination Street, which I loved.
Yep.
Yeah, I used that in a video called Off the Rails. Yes, with Sesame Street. And then I also used you in Rock and Roll Vaxholes because Safety Land.
Yes, that's the one that jumps out in my recollection.
Well, it's because James Hetfield's being a pussy, and it kind of worked out perfectly, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, what a fun video that was.
I can imagine.
That is my boy Stax at like peak performance. He sat there and recreated that song all in Pro Tools with the digital guitars and playing out all of the instruments on his computer, and the vocal in that song just is mind-blowing.
We're about to film another video in my band, and I was showing because I get some more green screens. We're gonna just have like flashes of us here and there through it. And I actually showed our drummer Carl, who's like, it's his band pretty much. I showed him your video for Safety Land at practice last week because I'm like this, and he had just flashes like of here and there or whatever.
Yep,
that's exactly what I showed him. Yeah,
awesome, dude.
Yes.
And so what was his feedback?
No, we're thinking the same thing. We just want to have flashes. I'm like, we can throw it together real quick. Each one of us, just because we're gonna do it, separately. Each one of us needs to just do it. Just go through the song one time, and that would be plenty of footage of everything.
Now, I want to tell you. I want to give you some insight into what we did to make that video. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so like the skeletons, right?
Yeah.
So that was Stax and I down in my basement, all right, with all of the lights turned off.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Sounds scary.
And then we were underneath black tarp, okay?
Uh-huh.
And we had black sleeves on and stuff, right? And so we're then holding the skeletons behind all of this stuff. And then I had a couple of strobe lights.
You don't need much. You can get creative in anything.
Yep.
Like we were just talking about, there's no one way to do anything.
Yep.
There's like a million fucking different ways to get to the same endpoint.
No doubt.
And you find your way. Just make it work that way. Yep.
But it's fun to me, man. When I watch that video back, I can just see our hands in there moving.
Nobody else can though.
And it's awesome. Dude.
Yeah.
That's just that was a fun video to make. It really was. Look at all of your... Look, I even recognize some people in here.
Yeah.
Arakad. Hi, Arakad.
Yes.
It's fantastic to see you in this room tonight, Arakad.
I was showing him... I say Arakad, but he could be saying it right. I don't know.
Nope. We're going to get it correct. Ara. We need to know right now in the chat.
I was showing him... I have a book collection over here, and I was showing him... Because it's her and her husband. Sent me some of these books, like Inventing the AIDS Virus, The Real Anthony Fauci. That was them. That's how I have those.
How cool is that?
That is pretty cool.
I was just commenting on Jamie's book collection over here.
I got some books over here.
I've got a couple of the same ones.
My kids got me the Goonies shirt for my birthday today, and my daughter made me wear this. It's a birthday boy pin. Yes.
So official.
Dr. Clown got to meet the kids and the dog earlier.
That's right.
Daisy, the new puppy, jumping all over him.
Yeah.
Until we distracted her my son distracted her with a bubble machine.
Incredibly effective.
Yeah, it was.
Pit bull deterrent.
Yeah, bubbles.
Is bubbles. Soap bubbles. Who
bubbles.
could have guessed?
It worked like so good. It was ridiculous.
It was actually I was pretty impressed. And I too have a dog named Daisy.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's
so
what you're saying.
That might have had something to do with it. I mean, of course, your dog could already tell that we had a dog, but then he could tell how easily the word Daisy just rolls off of my lips with such, communication from animal to human.
Yes.
And human to animal was that communication was there. And so she could tell. Not only was I a safety man, but I'm a dog man.
And she wouldn't leave him alone. Yeah. To the point I was starting to feel a little bad, so I was thankful for the bubbles.
Very true.
Yes. What is this, a safe cigarette?
So
it's very safe. I dipped it in formaldehyde first.
Yes.
So we're good.
Yeah.
Can you believe they fucking gave me a strike on YouTube on my birthday today? They gave me a strike because we were going to stream over on Jamie Deluxe, but
unfortunately, I can believe that.
Yeah, I know.
I can totally believe that would occur.
PCP? I don't know, maybe. If you see me starting to rob a house for cocaine, it might be PCP.
This is true. This is very true. Now, I just want to take a quick look. Now, I see archives. Lots of new people here. Lots of people that I don't recognize, Jamie. This is super cool. And I
recognize a lot. There's a couple I don't.
Now, this is your channel that... When did you start your second channel?
This channel, I probably started I'm going to guess a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Now...
And when your other one came back, did it just mysteriously... You were just able to log in one day?
What I did, which I haven't tried in years, when I would go on my phone, which is what I usually use for YouTube, I would go to the app or whatever, and it would say, it would just say error, where Jamie Deluxe used to be and a couple other channels that were deleted used to be. I just happened to hop on YouTube on the computer one time, and it's a little different than the phone, and I saw it said like my old channel, and it said deleted like over it. Mm-hmm. And so I clicked on it because it was there. It just said deleted, but it was there, and it's never there on my phone. And then it gave me a choice to appeal again, which I've appealed, years ago when it happened. And so I was like, well, fuck, let me try again, whatever. So because I heard a couple other people got their channels back recently, so I went there, and then there's a little box you're supposed to type why you think your channel. So I went to why it should be reinstated. I went to Chat GPS. I'm like, why should my YouTube channel be reinstated? That was deleted, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I made it a little more specific than that. I don't know exactly what I said, but I took what it said back, and you could, it said a lot, so I couldn't put all that in there. Threw it in a notepad or whatever on the computer, deleted the unnecessary, made it a little more specific to my personal, situation. And just use what the AI said.
It's a really interesting strategy.
It worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah. The irony of a human being not being able to reason with someone at YouTube, but an AI being able to be the ice-breaking factor there is not lost on me. It's distressing to me, but not surprising.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it worked. It was probably July 5th or 6th, because the man put out... We filmed the video for a new song. We put it out on July 4th. It was like a day or two later it came back that happened. But they struck me today. It was for the video yesterday. What is there to fear? So I should have known. I'm getting cocky already. Look at me. But no, we were talking about earlier, because there was a few times they have taken down old videos, but they were like, we understand you may not have known or meant it or whatever. No strike.
Yep.
I'm fine with that.
I got really, really used to that because it would happen to us over and over again. Mm-hmm. Our video mask people or sheeple. It's like, okay, well, so you're banning it because, but there's no strike involved with this. Like, I mean, not that I'm requesting it or anything, but it seems odd to me.
Yeah,
but
I'm fine with that.
If this is such an egregious violation,
is that better? I turned them up a little bit.
So I don't know. YouTube is inexplicable in their decision making, and but damn, does it work great?
Yeah, I know. I thought they were just getting a little lax, which I liked. I like that. I didn't know if it had to do with Susan being gone. Now she's gone for good.
Wow.
I'm not gonna say anything. That's much better, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
I don't want. It's my birthday, so I'm not going to be a dick to other people.
That's right.
Even if she is dead.
That's exactly.
I'm not saying nothing.
Yep.
I'm not saying nothing.
No one is.
Nope.
I'm not reiterating anything.
Fucking horse face. She did have a horse face. That's just the truth.
It's just a matter of record. I don't think that's something that can get you banned.
Not now. It may be a couple years ago.
Yes, there's that.
Where are we at? Right now where I live is Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Yes.
Dr. Clown doesn't live here. He's a visiting physician.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm here on vacation with my family this week, and I've known that Jamie was here in the Myrtle Beach area for years, and we used to come here all the time. Before the Rona started, my oldest children came here every single year of their life for a week to do vacation, right? And then the Rona started, and we haven't been back here since. So this is our first trip back since the Rona began. Isn't that obnoxious?
It was, yeah.
And to think that's like, oh yeah, the beach shuts down for a virus. Like, give me a fucking break.
I mean, maybe some things shut down, but I don't think everything did for the most part. There's still people. It just, there's still people coming here. It wasn't as much, of course, I guess the schools shut down for a little bit, but I work at a fucking car dealership. We didn't shut down at all.
Yeah.
I
mean, we were just kind of under the impression that it was like, oh, well, you could come here, but nothing's open, and you're going to have to wear face diapers everywhere. And it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm not really feeling going on vacation in the face of all this crap.
I will say the only trouble I had was at the head shop to get kratom. That's the only guy was addicted to me.
And he made you wear a face diaper?
Yes. And I needed kratom, so I compromised myself at that point. But I never did it anywhere else. I mean, there was a couple times that somebody would say something. I'm like, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
So I would say I try not to do more like touristy stuff, but I'd be lying if I didn't say I'm forced to do touristy stuff all the time because the kids and Susie.
For sure.
Yeah, we always do shit. So.
Yep.
I mean, I never wore a mask anywhere. So.
Well, it's really refreshing. I've barely seen any face diapers here. It's great. It's fantastic. I mean, I can only really remember one, to be perfectly honest. And I pointed at him and laughed and acted like I took a picture of him and stuff.
Yeah. I saw a girl wearing one the other day at the place I work. I'm not going to get too specific. I don't know why. I think that people think if they have a cold that they're supposed to wear. I don't know. That's my guess, at least, But
nowadays, that was never a thing.
No, it never was. Yeah. Stop the clown. I needed some prescriptions, so I tried to become friends with doctors because they're good people to be friends with because they carry prescription pads.
Well, not only that, I mean, I watch Jamie's stream all the time, and I'm always left with this lingering thought, like, well, how safe is the studio really?
Yeah, check it out. It's nice here, but over there it's trashed.
Well, it's like I have to get a real feeling for the protocol and like kind of what what the safety threshold is. And I'm impressed.
I cleaned a little bit.
After being here and seeing the wheels operate in person, I'm willing to sign off on the safety of your studio. Yeah. I think that everything's going to check off fine here.
Yeah. I mean, it's a mess over there. We'll get to that later,
Well, it's well protected. Your dog is aggressive.
Yes.
And
and my son has air rifles.
Your son's well armed.
Yes, he is.
And you can tell that he's got a deliberate aim. And so I think, I feel really safe.
And he knows how to distract with like bubbles and shit.
That's it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that was really, that really saved me. Actually, your dog was determined. I think.
Yeah,
it's like this. This is my new target.
And then my daughter, when he pulls up, I'm playing guitar and she's playing drums out here. And as you can see, she can jump a lot and does gymnastics and she'll probably kick and stuff. If we just twist it a little bit to be more like karate or something.
Yep.
Some kind of I just call it all karate. I don't know, but
gym jitsu.
Yeah, gym jitsu, gymnastics jitsu. Yeah,
dude, that would be a thing, right? Gym jitsu, dude.
Yeah. It's a cool fucking stage name.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never thought about it, but gym jitsu, dude.
Yeah, like JIM jitsu would be awesome,
dude.
Like Jean-Claude Van Damme or something.
Holy shit. That is a stage name if I've ever heard one. It's Jim Jitsu.
Yes, my daughter plays drums. I mean, she's only 8, so we jam, though. Yeah, we jam out here.
I really did bring my didgeridoo, by the way.
Yep. Well, the kids are asleep now. Yeah, I mean, I know Daisy was a little aggressive, though, at first. It would probably be hard to bring out. Or she's scared of my acoustic guitar, so I don't know.
No, I would have tamed her like a cobra or something.
Well, that might have worked because... Didgeridoo.
Yeah.
Come from Australia.
I'll allow it.
And Mick Dundee. Not only can he tell if it's a man or woman by grabbing the crotch, not grabbing by the pussy, grabbing by the dick and balls.
Yep.
He can tame a wild beast by doing some shit like this, some kind of Dio thing with "I Love You." I think I haven't seen it in a while, but he did that in Crocodile Dundee. So
yep.
I don't know where we're going.
Proper.
I'm pretty high. I'm not gonna lie, but it's my birthday. It's loud.
So let's do a. Cause see, I see so many names of people that I don't recognize, James.
Yeah.
Are these people aware of of our music even?
I'm sure most of these people probably are. Probably are. Pittsburgh, my ex-wife from Pittsburgh. But if you were if you were to play a song, what would you choose to play?
Well, I can choose a song. Well,
yeah, of course, we can do whatever the fuck we want. We could play a song for the people.
You know, I guess I would have to say, why don't you do our Kamala song?
All right, that's a new song.
Our new Kamala song.
Yes, it's a new song. Stay with the times, if you will.
Now, you guys see that I'm wearing this bizarre facial prosthetic. We got started making music during the Rona, right? And we made a song called I Wear My Face Mask in the Car, and went on to, we've now made over 40 of these parody music videos of the psychotic madness that they all subjected us to with all of that.
It kept me sane, though.
And we have since kind of slowed down on our output because we like to kind of, well, we like to think that we'll someday be able to fall back on the quality of our output regardless of the quantity of said output.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, because you could just throw a bunch of shit out, but yes. Yeah.
And we really kind of stayed away from the election stuff until it got right up to this ending part where the PSYOP nears its completion as they circle back to PSYOP us into submission, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And so we took the low-hanging fruit, as it were, with this Kamala Chameleon stuff, right? And it's an obvious one that clearly is going to be an idea that's not an original idea with what we did with this, right? As far as creating it at all. However, by the end of this thing, I am so proud of this video and what it, how it turned out, and that I'm really, really stoked about it, and I think that we waited until the right time to do any of the political stuff until this last point to get this thing up there, and it's the musical counterpart of my wife and I, it's a three-person team, right?
Yeah, musical though.
And
I'm just thinking of the times we live in. You'd say my wife, and
yeah,
my brain is going to like all the retards we're stuck living with. You're obviously not you.
No, my friend Paul is like the musical virtuoso of our operation, right? And he had recently moved over the last couple months to just a little bit further away from where we are now, so it's a little bit more complicated to kind of get together and do stuff in person like we were. But now he's at his place, he's settled in, and we've got kind of a little operation where I can get out there, we get some stuff moving and shaking and get the ideas kind of going, and then we can bounce ideas off of one another for the next couple weeks, finishing it up and stuff. And it's been a really cool, rewarding process. And these last two videos are kind of the...
Yeah, I noticed you were dropping a couple...
Yep.
Day after day. So yeah,
dude, this losing my election, the one that came out after this one, was literally just something where we were working on something completely different, and Stax is like, "Oh, losing my election," and I'm like, "Oh, well, shit. Well, hang on. We can definitely come up with something for that, It
made me think of erection, losing my erection.
Well, yeah, clearly, right? And it's what's just so and I mean, having multiple people involved in a thing like this really makes it just the most that it can be, because like in writing this thing, when I wrote it as Kamala Chameleon, right? Because you're just you're stuck in this karma, the way that the song is, right?
Yeah.
And then as we're working through it and we're getting the drafts back from Stax, well then my wife is like, well, it should be Kami, right? And it's like, obviously it should be Kami. Holy shit. Okay, Stax. Okay, listen, change it to Kami. Okay?
Period, comma. Well, fucking Don Lemon. Goddamn.
But then...
I don't care. I call her Camel Toe, so whatever, you know?
Right. And so then he so then Stax, as he's recording this, he calls me, he's like, well, we need to get Kamala in there, right? Because that's part of the meme too, is how, you know, obviously her name is being bastardized and you're just being totally disrespectful when you call her Kamala. Yeah. Right? And so our, you know, the chorus to our song ends up being Kamala Chameleon.
It's a lot of
it's a lot, but it stings. You know what I mean? It leaves a residual burn that no cream, salve, or treatment can really cure. They have to just endure it and go through it.
We'll play it. We'll do this. We'll take a break. We're not really taking a break. We're going to be right here, but I'm going to mute us, and we'll play.
We are all in this together.
Unburdened by what has been, I heard you say, are you misunderstood or just cray-cray? Keep them in jail is your prescription. That Indian who doesn't know it won't go well is my prediction. You came with Joe, you gotta go.
Kamala Chameleon.
Call me Kamala Chameleon. You came with Joe, you gotta go. Your mother's home is India, your dad is a dance hall team. Not what you seem in Caribbean queen.
Brown woman with an accent.
Now we hear your salad words every day, and the words a teleprompter help you say.
I'm not finished.
That my rights are an affliction.
We have to stay woke.
The border wall is way too long.
Full
When
communism.
they come, give them a voucher. The invasion is going strong.
Do not come.
Call me Kamala Chameleon.
I'm gonna come.
Came with Joe.
He's celebrating Kwanzaa.
Comrade Kamala Harris.
Fooling them was easy, keep covering up the truth. Red, white, and blue, new avian flu.
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets.
Every speech, you're a repeater. You're a wine mom, not a leader. Every laugh is so peculiar. You're a moron, not a ruler.
Black Indian woman.
Woke woman speaks with such encryption. That Indian replacing Joe.
Everybody needs to be woke.
It is her big audition. We will forego Kamala.
Our leader.
Joe.
Kamala.
Call me Kamala Chameleon. You came with Joe, you gotta go. What can be unburdened by what's been should remain unseen. Your Marxist dream, don't tread on me. Call me Kamala Chameleon. Your guy is walls, he has no balls. The border's in disorder cause the czar has never been seen. Now you're a meme, the American dream. Call me Kamala Chameleon. You came with Joe,
Kujitagalia.
you gotta go.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Build it back better is a slogan for tyranny. Approval low, too much Merlot.
Just ain't more woke than less woke.
My pride
This is painful.
Let's open the border. Let's put on a face mask. Losing my election. Trying to keep control of you. And I hope you can't see through it. Oh no, I've spent too much. I haven't spent enough. I better not hear you laughing. It's not safe for you to think. The fact check list will tell you why. Every broadcast, every coverage cycle, I'm becoming your obsession. Choosing your bill, red or blue. I'm a woke, closed-minded fool, a tool. Oh, I've misled too much. They're all fed up. Remember this. Remember this. The scam of the century. Remember this. The lie that brought you to your knees. What if none of these ballots come as mine? Failures abound. They didn't send
I prepared to be president.
enough. I thought that I heard them cheering. I thought that I gave them joy. I think I thought I saw you cry.
It's not about your rights, it's about your responsibilities as an American.
But that was just a me.
Hillary Clinton has to go to jail.
That was just a me. Those files in my server. That's me on the hot mic. Losing my election. Trying to please a bunch of Jews. And I just don't know how I blew it. I must not have lied enough. I wasn't snide enough. I thought that I heard you clapping. I thought that I saw your post. I guess that polling data lied. I lost it for my team. Lie, why, try? I'm not the MVP. I'm just a meme, just a meme.
Donald J. Trump is now President of the United States.
Yeah, so I think that I saw some people in there that maybe hadn't seen either of those before.
No,
so that's exciting to me.
Good. Yes, I put a link to the one video. You can get. Oh, actually, you know what? Most people don't know about this when they go to YouTube. Most people don't know. If you click under it, there's something called the description box. Nobody fucking knows about the description box. There's so many questions answered in there. I mean, this description box not going to be too crazy. There's a couple questions answered, like where to go see your videos and your website.
Yes.
But even with the videos I make, like, look in the fucking description box.
Yes.
I spend time saving links to goddamn fucking everything I use. Look in the fucking description box.
I just watched it happen in the pre-production phase of this show. Jamie's procedure and protocol and populating the description box and the work and the tireless stress that he's going through to do it.
Plus, it took about 45 minutes because I was like high and just fumbling around, going to different things and like the same thing over and over again. So
yes,
and telling stories that happened too.
Yes. Yes.
A wheat cake. I got a bunk cake. We're gonna actually. I blew out candles earlier for the family. and I have little bunk cakes in there. I haven't had one yet, so after the stream, me and other clown we're gonna celebrate with bunk cake.
Yep.
Okay, just so you know.
Yep.
Yes. You wish you had weed? I wish you did too. Guess what? I do. I mean, you can come over and hit it or whatever, but don't expect too much more than that. A blunt cake, that would be awesome.
Wow, a blunt cake.
You know what? So Dr. Clown met my mom earlier. She talks a lot.
I did.
Yes, and I don't remember how old I was. I think she might have pulled this shit twice on me, just to like, you know, to show somebody else for her birthday. She's made at least once, maybe twice. She's made a fucking kidney litter cake, right?
Oh, I'm familiar with these.
You're familiar? I'm sorry. Well, I feel bad for you then. A kidney litter cake. It's like crumble cake that looks like kidney litter with fucking like melted Tootsie Roll turds on top. Yeah, and you know, you go buy a brand new kitty litter box and a brand new scooper to scoop the cake out with a fucking shit shovel. And you expect me to eat this? Yeah, it tastes good, but you like the whole time you're thinking, this looks like kitty litter. I mean, how am I supposed to deal with this?
It's pretty creative.
Yeah, you know, one time I have a picture of it. I'll look for it later. Whatever. Me and my mom made a dick cake. Now this is for my old singer, Jeremy, for my old band. I was like 21, and for his fiance, it was a big dick too. It was like we took cake pans and made the shaft. The shaft was like 1.5 feet, and we took a bowl and made one out of a bowl, and we cut that in half and made a dick head, so it was a circumcised. And then 2 bowls for balls, and like cut it so like the rectangle would fit in the balls. And it was a hairy dick. Wow. Yeah, I'll try to find the picture later. The only thing I was disappointed is he wanted us to have it, so we had like whipped cream or something and like a thing to squeeze and put a tube. So when she lit the candles, we could fucking give her a facial. That didn't happen. But
that is amazing.
Yeah, it was a big dick.
You're gonna have to make with the picture on this.
I think it's on top of the refrigerator because I was looking through pictures and cracking up, and I didn't want my kid to see it. So
that's incredible.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yes.
Mom, I need your help. Bring all of your tools. We got to make a dick cake.
I might be able to find it real quick on Twitter. I don't know, but I mean that's possible. But it's in there. I know I've taken a picture of it before.
No, see, this is actually the time when you call your mom and
She's
you're like,
sleeping, or I would.
I know, and you'd be like, okay, so look, we're going to go down memory lane right now.
You know, one of these days, I've always told her we would do a stream together, but
I want to do one with my mom too.
You do, yeah. Just want to, before it's too late.
It would be really cool.
It's not. I don't know how to find that right now.
No, it's fine.
She talks a lot though. She's a show, but she can confirm a lot of my stories, so I'll give her that.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's that.
I mean, she's cool. She's cool though. You know, she is cool.
And look, there's my wife in the chat. She's chatting as Mediabear there.
Yes, so you're kind of like Joe Biden. You're like, talking and then typing at the same time.
That's right. Well, I've got my Pearl ear headset in so that they can communicate with me. Did you see that shit today?
I did.
That's pretty good, right? They use stuff from Temu to talk to Kamala now.
I don't want to wait for you for that.
That's great. That's the age of the psyop that we're in now.
I'll go on anybody's podcast. The problem is people ask me, and I'll do it. You're just gonna find time and stuff, and then we just kind of fall out, But if somebody don't make me make decisions. We were talking about this earlier. I was trying to find something for my son, just throw it on TV in the background, so we can come out here, whatever. He can just chill. He's not even gonna watch it really, but just in the background. Fucking 20 minutes later, I'm scrolling through. I can't make decisions like that.
Yep.
It used to be if you were married or whatever. What do you want for dinner tonight? I don't know. What do you want? That was the fight. Now, and that's one decision. Yeah, that was a hard decision half the time. Try to look at a TV, like all these fucking apps and all this shit. It's crazy.
I literally request for either my kids or my wife to do that task, because looking at the cover art and all of the different fonts for all of this stuff, it literally makes me feel like I'm having an aneurysm.
It's overstimulating.
It really very much is.
Yeah, instead of just being like a list of stuff.
Yeah, paging through a smart TV will make you pick up a book really, really quickly.
It's a pain in the ass. Woo!
No doubt about it.
You'll sub and watch Media Blackout.
No. So, Okay, so we were talking about earlier about like where you were for 9/11, for not
It is 9/11.
not the birthday one.
But the same one.
But the monumental one.
I forgot it. I forgot it was my birthday, and I forgot it was 9/11. I forgot all of that right now.
Yep. And that's why I'm bringing it back.
I'm glad you did.
I'm bringing it around. And we were talking about, so you were at school, right?
No. I dropped out when I was 15.
Oh, okay, that's right. I'm mixing it. I thought we were both talking about the. Okay, go ahead.
I was 20. I turned 21 that day. Yeah. I was actually 21 and a drug addict, and my mom woke me up, and I just said, she's like, the world's blowing up. Happy birthday. Oof. And I was just like, wonderful. Give me a Lorcet. Because I could never hold the pills because I would eat them all. So she had to hold the pills.
So by that time, it was kind of like just both had been struck by that point, and the psyop was in full broadcast mode, right? And did you ever go turn it on and watch anything, or was it? Or...
Not obsessively or whatever. It was on. I had 2 ex-girlfriends like getting in a fight over. See, I was a musician. I still am, but I was a young musician.
Mm-hmm.
I live in Myrtle Beach, and there's a lot of country girls, crazy country girls that live out a little. Like you can go if you go like 20, 30 minutes west, you're in the country. Right now we're at the beach. So I would date girls that lived like an hour and a half away from me, so I didn't have to fucking see them every day. I didn't want them up my ass all the time, you know.
Got it.
So I had these 2 neighbors that lived out in Marion, and they were like, one was fighting, like trying to fight the other one as my ex-girlfriend, and I started dating this other girl or whatever. Conway, yeah, a little further though, but yeah, Conway. But I'm talking about Marion. That's like an hour away. So I had all that shit going on, all that fucking drama, and yeah, I didn't really the whole day I was dealing with that.
Well, that's admirable. I was sitting on Pirate Bay downloading pirated software.
Pirated porn. No, back then porno would take you forever to download.
And like I'm watching the chat in there, and they're like, "Oh, a commuter plane just ran into the tower, this and that," and I'm like, it's so stupid, these people. You know?
Yeah.
But then eventually, like the chat becomes completely populated with people just talking about this shit going on in New York, and I go into the other room, turn on CNN. And watch that plane, you know.
Yeah.
And the second one, and you know the real takeaway for me, like being like whatever it is, you know, 20 some odd years, 24 years removed from that, is like the stuff that hasn't gone away that wasn't there before, and like there was never a crawl on a screen before. You know what I mean? Like the lower third that's showing you, you know. Hey, the Haitians are eating dogs today, and all this kind of shit. You know, at the bottom.
Yeah.
It was not like a component of the daily news.
It's just here and there, maybe.
They weren't sticking a constant ticker down there.
Because you don't even see that half the time. You're getting it subconsciously. Whatever's your brain's getting it.
Yes, absolutely.
You're not paying attention to it. I never really paid attention to that.
No, like on some of those, they would have like a stock ticker that would run down there or something like that. But I'm talking headlines and information as far as like, you know, bold
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And yeah, man, there's that was something that basically didn't exist. That just okay, now here you go.
I didn't know that.
Now you get lower third crawls of information on everything.
But see, something I noticed was people would just be like starting to be mesmerized by just sitting in front of the TV watching for hours. And not long before that happened too with the whole Y2K shit. People were like watching like CNN and stuff, like Countdown or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, freaking out about it or whatever.
Yep. Like I remember being for that. I was at my apartment with who would later become my wife and who would later be chatting inside of Jamie DLUX's chat room right now. And we were at my apartment just waiting for the world to end back then and for the computers to all glitch out and freak out. And but of course we weren't doing that. We were having a great time.
Oh, I was out partying. I was 19. No, I just turned 20. Yeah, I just turned 20. I was at a bar watching my friend's band. And the motherfucking waitresses, I just tell them you're 21. They didn't card you back then, you know? So I mean, if it's a bar that I played at, 'cause I was already playing bars, but I'd never been to that bar before. They didn't even card me, just serve you. Good old days.
Gotta love it.
Well, hold on. I'm trying to catch up with you guys.
Yeah, it's mod only night tonight, y'all.
It's well,
Get
I
in
mean,
now.
I'm pretty
You're pretty diplomatic with the moderation
Yeah,
staff.
as long as people don't start like being dicks or whatever, then they can go fuck themselves.
That's exactly right.
Yes. Other than that, I mean, you're cool. If you can be cool, you're cool with me. You know what I mean?
Well, and it's a good way to mitigate trolls.
Yeah.
You know, I'm on your stream pretty frequently. You don't have lots of trolls.
No, I don't. No,
We
no.
don't either. For some reason, we've been spared that. And
just hearing that, you know, I might get an odd comment here or there, but you know, the majority's good though.
yeah, no, I mean just like the veritable, you know, like the you know, forum sliding kind of, you know, wall of spam type of trolls
Yeah,
that you see sometimes.
Yeah, I don't get that too much.
So
I've been through some shit though. So
yeah, there's that.
Yeah, I've been through some walls or battles or whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, I saw the article that you sent me.
Yeah. 2018, early 2018.
Yep, I've managed to dodge any kind of ramifications like that, but yeah, that's
You know,
legitimately
the
terrifying.
fucked up thing is, it's pretty easy to get away from if you just fucking block or ignore. Once
Yeah.
you do that, it's true about not that they were trolls. There was people. I would have thought. I thought they were being hired. That was their main job, was to
Oh, I
fucking
bet.
gaslight me and try to get me to whatever, you know.
Yep.
So I don't know what that was really about, but all you have to do is block them and just ignore them, and they actually go away.
It's true. I have a hard time with it because if I'll find a comment sometimes on one of our videos that's snarky or whatever, like I'm kind of known to just pin the comment, really, you know, and just start having a dialogue with these people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's fun enough in a comment section of a video, but for a live, you need an army of mods that will handle those problems for you.
I got that.
So that's very good.
And I'm trying to keep up with them. I'm trying to keep up.
Adam Emerson, fantastic to see you in here. I see you over at our place all the time. Great to see you in here.
You know, when we were in Charlotte, I tried to hang out with Adam, but I was staying at Great Wolf Lodge, and I was fucking miserable because I couldn't. I could have smoked weed in the car. I was too scared because there was a cop car out there. So I got fucking shit-faced drunk and made an ass of myself. And so I was too drunk to drive. So I was responsible. So I never get to hang out with him. So maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
Yeah. Yep. Just get a little drunk, not too drunk.
Well, I've never been there. I've always heard about it, and I've even told the missus, I'm like, I want to go check this place out, and she just has no interest in going to see it and check it out at all.
Well, where I live, if you stay at a hotel here, I don't know if yours is like this, but almost all of them have a goddamn balcony.
Yeah.
Because especially if you're on the beach. Even if you're not on the beach, if you're around the beach, you probably still got a balcony because you can see the beach around the corner over there or whatever. These other places we stay when we go out of town for gymnastics, whatever, they never have fucking balconies.
No, I know what you mean. The commuter hotels
Yeah,
never
they
do.
never have balconies.
Yeah.
So I'll have to go. Yeah, I can go out to the car. I mean, I was detained at Disney World, so I'm kind of traumatized by it.
No.
Because of weed. Yeah.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. What happened? Because I'm going to Disney in like next month.
We have to go to Orlando for a gymnastics competition in January. So, and the in-laws are coming and everything. I had a joint. Well, I had my weed with me, but it was at the hotel room. I had a book bag, because I carry a book bag everywhere. You know, camera, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I had a pair of comfy shorts, like basketball shorts, that I would wear around the hotel, just like I wear around home, usually with fucking burn holes in the crotch and everything, you know? Like a true, redneck.
Like a true tourist.
Like a true tourist. Like a true white trash person or whatever. And I had an empty cigarette pack with a joint in it.
Okay.
Actually, I got one right here. I think I just threw no, the joint's right here. Okay. And they searched your bag at the door at Magic Kingdom. Oh, not the door, but the entrance. And you could smell it. That was really good weed. She could smell it too.
Oh,
I was
shit.
like, yeah, there's no hiding it. So I was like, whoops, you can just throw that away.
Yeah.
And she called there was cops like, next to all the fucking.
No shit.
Yeah. So they went in. I felt bad, but they went in. I thought I was going to jail. And it was just one joint I had on me. So they detained me, ran my license, asked where I was staying, all that shit. I thought I was going to jail, but they ended up taking it and just letting me go.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was about 10 minutes I was detained. It was an accident. I even told him, I was like, I didn't mean to have it on me. You know, I'm on vacation. On vacation, I'm the most stressed out I've ever been in my life every time. You know, so
yeah, man. Wow.
I was paying attention.
I'm glad that was the outcome. That's very good.
Well, this is like 2019. The manager at the time, he had to come out there too or whatever. He's like, listen, he's like, I'm from Colorado, so I get it. You know, we're just concerned about if it would fall out like a kid. I was like, no, I get it. I didn't mean to have it on. I didn't mean to bring it with me. It was in a pair of fucking shorts in the bottom of my bag, rolled up, you know, and so whatever. That's why they were cool about it.
Yeah. And so you were back in the park that day?
Yeah, not that I wanted to go. I can't stand places like that.
No,
I get anxiety. I don't want to go at all. I'm pretty miserable. You got to walk about a mile to smoke a cigarette, and I don't want to go at all. But I go because, you know, well, that in particular, the in-laws are paying, and I would have been fucking. She kept saying, "Stay home, stay home." Well, I'm fucking damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna go to try to be there supportive, you know, for the family. But I would have been like, they would have hated me if I didn't go. So I went.
Yes.
Even though I can't stand, even Family Kingdom here, I get anxiety from. I get anxiety from Broadway, but I can deal with that, though. You know.
Sure.
Lots of people everywhere.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's that's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's particularly amplified at a place like Disney too. I mean,
and
literally no escaping it.
And the in-laws were there. You know, who wants to hang out with their in-laws and stuff? We went to Animal Kingdom, and I wasn't feeling good. And I took some Kratom. I drank Kratom, usually with orange juice, but I couldn't find orange juice, so I got Gatorade, and I mixed it in there. And it tastes like shit. It tastes like you're drinking fucking like gravel shit. And it gives you the ickies, like your hair on your arm stand up, like, ugh.
Oh man.
But after a few minutes, the ickies turn into the, ooh, it feels kind of better. Feel a little better, right? That's why I drink it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I drank it with Gatorade, and her dad had back surgery. He's old, and he had a wheelchair in Animal Kingdom, but he wasn't really using it. So, and he let me sit in his wheelchair, cause like whatever. I'm all fucked up. I can deal with it, but I got problems, whatever. So I was sitting in the wheelchair. Not that I had to, but I was sitting in the wheelchair, and I fucking puked all over myself. I just wasn't feeling good. It was hot. Fucking, and I'm wearing khaki pants, and I puke Kratom all down my shirt. All my pants are all like brown and green. And I'm like, I'm going back to because it was like a resort. You could just take like a trolley back or whatever. I'm going back to the resort. I fucking walked like a mile out of there to the smoking section, put 2 cigarettes in my mouth with puke all over me, lit 2 cigarettes. And once I smoked them both of them, I was so stressed out about it, right? Then I got on the fucking trolley bus back to the resort, and I didn't give a fuck. I stunk. I had puke all over me. You don't like it, don't sit next to me. I don't want you to sit next to me anyway, because I don't want to be around anybody. And honestly, that was a win, because I got out of there pretty quick. I didn't have to stay.
Sure.
So it was a win for me. I got to go chill at the hotel.
It's the fast pass.
Yeah, just puke all over yourself. Yeah. I mean, I do my best, but I'm not good in these kinds of situations. But that's family life. I can't, doing the best I can.
Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it.
You about to puke up Kratom right now?
No, man. I always see it. I guess I didn't know it was something that you drink. I thought it was like salvia or something.
Most people take it in as a capsule.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I don't feel like it works. Like, I don't ever. It doesn't work as good. I don't ever feel anything if I take the capsule. So then you can either take it as a capsule. I mean, some people drink it. They make shots and shit like that. I don't know. I just fucking get the big bag of powder. It's cheaper. I fold a piece of paper, pour some in there. I eyeball it. Pour it in a fucking like little orange juice, shake it up, and fucking just get it down slowly. I don't drink it all at once because I would puke it instantly. But
no shit.
Yeah, and it helps with pain and shit like that, But before I went to the hospital, I was drinking 3 a day. I only drink 1 a day now. Like I could use one right now.
Wow.
I'll wait till morning though. I can deal with it.
Yeah. Just damn.
Yeah, puke all over yourself.
Angie's on 2 weeks of vacation right now. That's fantastic news, Angie. I'm on the backside of 1 week.
And after vacation, you really need a vacation.
Yeah, I'm going to get abused next week. It's going to be ridiculous.
My mom's watching it.
Oh, see? Can we show that?
I don't know.
No, I think you can. That's a cake.
It's a cake, yeah.
That's
I
just
don't know
a
if you
cake.
can see it from my phone. I could. It's the best way to do this.
Okay, so the best way to do it on OBS that I know of is to add it as an image. If you can just send that to your desktop somehow.
I'm gonna email it to myself.
You guys are about to see the dick cake.
Yep. If I can get there. It took me 45 minutes to get the stream started, so don't get your hopes up.
No. I don't care if it takes another 45 minutes. You're seeing the dick cake.
I gotta save it first.
You gotta save it, send it, and then share it.
Okay. There we go.
This is gonna be worth it. Trust me. I mean, I've already it's impressive.
You saw it? Yeah, I told you it was big.
It was a project, and
we made it work.
You're gonna be glad that you gave Jamie time to get this image onto the screen here.
It was a cake.
It's gonna be worth it. I mean, Jamie's mom went through the trouble to send it to us and everything.
Like an hour after we talked about it.
And
There's the ashtray in the house. Those are the smoking in the house days.
well, and the funny thing is, the thing that you guys can't forget here is Jamie's like, I got this picture of this dick cake around the house somewhere. I don't know. It's on top of the refrigerator. It's in the garage somewhere, right? And then, and he's like, you know,
let's do this.
But Jamie's mom on the other end of this thing, she's like, I know exactly where the picture of the dick cake is, and I'm gonna manifest it right now.
Yeah, there's the
and
dick.
She just like got her friends, boop, 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 here it is, and
whoops, make it grow. Yeah, these are the.
I don't think you need to enlarge it at all.
You're
Jamie.
probably
I think
right.
It's fine.
Well, there it is. Whoa, that's a little too much.
That's a lot of texture. We're right in there.
We're still going. Yeah. So, happy birthday, suck it.
Okay, so are they seeing this right now?
They should be seeing the dick.
Our friends are seeing. Let's just make sure. Oh, that's a dick cake, all right.
Yeah.
That's live. Listen, that's the content that you come to Jamie Deluxe for. All right? You're not going to get this content anywhere else.
It's taking up the whole screen and everything. Nice.
I'm telling you.
Nice.
The orientation is perfect. You know, a purist might insist that you present this vertical, but I kind of appreciate the artistic rendition in landscape mode like this.
Oh, yeah. I'm old school. Like, I don't like filming vertical, nothing. Yes. Now, I mean, the head's a little pink, but whatever.
Well, I mean...
Oh, no, dude, I guess we put nuts on the nuts. I forgot about that. All right.
Look, I mean, are you guys glad that you tuned in tonight or what? I mean, come on. Have you ever showed that on your show in all of these years, Jamie?
I don't recall if I did or not. I think I shared it somewhere once when I found the picture. But...
I've watched a lot of your streams, Jamie, and I've never seen the dick cake before. I don't think any of these people have. Judging by all of these smiling faces.
Yeah, balls from bowls. And if you want a circumcised dickhead, then you use half a bowl. You cut it. Well, you circumcise it. You make a bowl cake and you circumcise it. You cut it in half. And I thought I'm trying to add the or whatever. Yeah.
Well, I mean, some people might want the.
I don't know what to do in the uncircumcised thing. I don't know what you would do because I don't really know what that looks like. Like a carrot, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. It would. I guess it would be easier from a design standpoint.
Where is it? We live. Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Like I enjoyed making all the blind item videos. I know a lot of people even recently have asked me about it. I don't think I could anymore though.
My wife loved those videos.
A lot of people do. Yeah.
That was kind of one of the things that we were always kind of waiting on for you. Was a new one. So.
And it sucks because they are good, but now that all that shit came out about Empty, you know, I would feel fake about making it now, you know.
Yep.
That's the only thing. So that's why, like, with videos like Who Raped Janie Lane Part 2, I tried to make it in the same kind of, like, vein as that. Because, like, you know, all right, well, even before I did Blind Items, and Corey Feldman's book, and before he came out and named anybody, there was all these clues left. So it's kind of like, all right, we'll take this, this, and this. That's kind of like honing in to who he's talking about and just do a little digging and figure it out and put it together. So it's kind of the same thing, just not coming from like that source. So What came out the blind items? Like there's a whole court thing about Auntie being sued about this mistress he had, and I don't know what's exactly true, but a lot of it's kind of weird. I don't know. I made you can look it up on my channel, this channel too. I think I made a video called "Blindsided" a couple months ago, and it's all there. So basically, yeah, I just feel weird about it now.
Yeah, well, the video that you were talking about was very well produced. That most recent one that you were talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, I put a lot of work into it.
And I mean, I guess that is kind of the logical progression of that kind of format.
Yeah.
So
it's
you just kind of have to have another. You just have to have subject matter that allows you to do it.
Exactly,
really.
exactly. And that came from the books or whatever. And when I made part 2, though, you can understand. I made part 1 when I heard about it. And at the end, I said, does anybody have info? Email me. So a lot of people did. And I can't get too specific because if somebody as a source comes to me and, you know, they don't want to be like, they want to remain anonymous, what am I supposed to do?
Now, I've got a good one for you. And my wife just reminded me because I see it on the screen behind you there. Do you see that Alfie Soda Pop Club thing there? Mm-hmm. Does that ring a bell with you at all?
I don't see it. Oh,
okay.
yeah. No, yeah. I made a video about it.
Yeah, so I remember, and you may remember this, but there was a magazine, right? The Alfie Soda Pop magazine or whatever, that some people did videos about and showing this magazine, right? And Alyssa Milano.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she was hanging up there.
She was dating MacGyver.
Really? I don't remember hearing that.
So you don't remember hearing that? Okay.
No, I don't remember hearing that.
Okay, I'm here to tell you that it has been scrubbed from the internet.
Yeah.
Into oblivion. But that was one of the things that was in that magazine were all of these pictures and even interviews in there talking about, working together, this and that, you know.
Yeah.
And but it has been absolutely removed. You cannot, there is no research that you can do about it. It's just gone.
Remind me, I'll look. I'll see if I can find anything.
I will. I'll text you about it. I'll try to remind you and see if you can find anything about it. But it was I remember seeing specifically in photos that were from that Alfie Soda Pop.
I remember
thing, where they're showing up together to the club and shit like that.
See, yeah, I was really
not ambiguous at all.
Yeah, I was really new back then, and I might not. I was probably like ultra focused on my mission.
Totally.
There's probably a lot of stuff I missed, honestly.
She would have been an ancillary side to any of the stuff that you were looking at in there.
Oh yeah, she was around, definitely. She was always there.
But a small kind of, you know, not really the kind of spectacle of like with Corey and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, man, it's a really weird one. And another one, dude, that you might really like to dig into is this thing called the Golden Suicides.
That sounds familiar.
It was this stuff that my wife was looking into a while ago, where there was these two artists. I'm probably messing the story up, but they were somehow affiliated with Beck. Okay.
Beck, like the musician,
the recording artist, right? And they were I can't remember if they were maybe designing an album cover for him or something like that. Somehow entrenched in this thing. I don't know. I'll text it to you. But it'll be that would maybe be a good thing for you to do a video about if you've got some research time.
Yeah, as long as it's like that's what it has to be. It's something that I have to be interested or inspired.
Yep.
Or it just won't work.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, if it hits me, it hits me. You know.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people don't understand. Like, I can't. No, I'm not saying with this. I'm just saying in particular.
Yep.
It's gotta be inspired, or it's never gonna get done. And if it gets done, I'm gonna feel like. It's not like I'm not going to be proud of it. I want to be proud of everything. So it's got to be inspired.
I totally agree, dude. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. Because then you can't help it. You want to work on it. And you want to keep looking. Like I just feel like I'll be looking for a while. And I'll be like, I don't know in the end. I'm like, there's more. I know there's more. I know there's more to this. What am I missing here? You know, but eventually sometimes I'm like, well, that's what, a lot of times this is when she gets cut in two. 2, 3, things on it or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you're like, well, I've got this, and this is tangible information.
Yeah,
it has to actually. I have to produce something with this right now, regardless of whether or not the circle is complete.
Yeah, because some stuff I'll get inspired, like just like that Linkin Park thing. I was inspired because a lot. There's a little bit, not that there was a lot to it, but the Scientology and Danny Masterson and all that. But those videos are just like, I just want to make something and throw it together. But I'm not as proud of those as I am of like the ones where I really go into it. They take longer. Like you know, the Janie Lane ones, even the Steven Adler one, I'm pretty proud of. I put a lot of fucking work into that.
Yep.
About him being like taking advantage of most of the blind items, not as much as the earlier ones, even though they were a lot of work. But you know, as my production skills got better and stuff, and like, all right, the blind items revisited ones, I was pretty proud of those. That there was 3 of those. I was pretty proud of those.
Yep.
A lot of work went into them, you know.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That is a lot to get through.
Yeah, and sometimes when I find shit, I'm like, holy shit. You know, because like something I haven't heard before or whatever, or like something will match up with my hunch, and it's like, fuck. I can't believe it sometimes, you know, but it does, though. It's like, fucking A. And then I get really excited about putting the shit out, you know, when I find, you know, just I don't even know, I can't think of anything in particular, but just sometimes that happens, you know. Nickelodeon shit's crazy, yeah. Then I found like Donkey Lips was talking, and I love his name. I used to watch Lucas Shorts. Donkey Lips and Budnick goes hunting. Well, you know, I was a Ghostbuster, but the red faded out. I was showing him earlier a tattoo I got when I was 17. But the red's gone, so I don't know. We used to go ghost hunting here, though. There's a few places. I don't want to go back. Honestly, not that I'm afraid of ghosts. I'm more afraid of like drunk rednecks fucking with us or something, yeah. Because they're way out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Yeah, Old Gun Church. We used to bring girls out there when we were teenagers. Just because I mean, supposedly it's haunted. It's like a bell tower. Everything else is burned down. It's out in Georgetown. It's like an hour drive from here. Okay. Middle of nowhere. Dark road. Old plantations, like a slave cemeteries and shit. We used to just bring girls out there, like to try to like scare them so they'd be all like cuddled up on us and Sure. Yeah. So
we're going to the haunted house.
They actually put a fence up there though. You used to be able to walk through the bell tower and there's a graveyard in the back and stuff. And yeah, they put a fence up. And one time the game warden came out there, but one of the graves in the back had the last name Tucker, and I had a friend named Chris Tucker with me. So he thought real quick, we were teenagers. He's like, I'm doing a genealogy project for school, and that I'm related to. He wasn't though. He just fucking made it up on the spot. It worked.
I can't believe that worked. What time was it?
I don't think it was dark yet, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because what we would do was we'd go, like, before it got dark, and we'd stay till it got dark.
Yeah.
Because you could hit Old Gun Church out there in Georgetown, and then on the way home in Conway, there's another Lucas Bay Bridge was this ghost thing. You're supposed to, like, it's like a dirt road, and you park on this, like, bridge in the middle of nowhere. It's, like, I say bridge, but it's, like, over a ditch. Tiny. Yeah, like, you don't even know you're on a fucking bridge until, like, you can see the little things on the sides. Shut your lights off, and I've heard different things. You're supposed to see lights. It's supposed to be like a fucking slave lantern coming at you. She hit her baby under the bridge or whatever. And I don't know. You're supposed to hear a baby cry. We heard some shit. I don't know what it was, though. It sounded like a dying horse to me. I'm trying. I know everyone needs a wrench because every now and then everybody needs to bust a nut. So
that's right.
Yes.
Make it so.
Ghosts really exist? I don't know what exists. I don't even know if I exist. So how can I answer that? I know it feels like we exist, but do we? I don't fucking know. What's exist mean anyway? We're here, but what's that mean? It could all be an elaborate fucking whatever.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, I mean, I don't know. I've never witnessed anything like that specifically that I can think of. Nor have I ever seen anything extraterrestrial or anything like that. And I wouldn't say that I'm one of those people that's like, oh, I think that there's a logical error in being like, I want to believe that aliens are real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you kind of go down the path of like confirmation of something that's maybe not real, right? I like to think that I'm willing to believe that some of these things are possible.
Yeah. We don't know. Yeah, we don't know. I feel like it makes more sense that we only experience a certain spectrum of reality or whatever you call reality, and there's other shit going on right here that we're not experiencing. Who knows?
Now, have you looked into that Tic Tac UFO stuff? You familiar with that? You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, I've heard of it. I haven't really looked into it though. I haven't really.
And it's weird. Like if you start to look at some of that stuff and watch some of the things, you're kind of the logical part of your brain starts to tell you, okay, I'm looking at a UFO here.
Yeah.
Right? Because you just kind of, you're thinking, well, what am I seeing here? But then, like, what that thing was supposedly doing and what these different pilots that were witnessing and interacting with this vehicle, like, my takeaway from it is that I think that a lot of those videos and a lot of those vehicles and a lot of that phenomena is just our own government.
Yeah.
Right? And they're like, okay, well, can the Army see this thing? Can the Navy see it? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if we go over here, can the sensor that is on the fucking whatever.
I do the same thing all the time.
You know, can that thing see this thing?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
And like, so I don't know. I would like to witness something like that myself sometime. I tell the story frequently, dude. But here at Myrtle Beach, my wife and I, have you ever heard of this thing called the strawberry moon? I mean, you live here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a thing. It's a phenomena. It's a repeated thing. It happens, right?
Yeah.
And so we were here, like I told you, we used to come here every year. And we were here one year. We're like out there on the porch, right? Like having a safety meeting on the porch.
Yeah.
And then we look up in the sky and it's like, well, what is that?
Yeah.
Right? And it's nighttime, and so you don't have a lot of contrast, right? But it's just this fucking red
I've seen shit like
mass.
I've seen orbs out there.
Okay, and so
Are you talking about the actual moon, though?
Yes.
Yes. Like from the beach, it fucking looks huge sometimes.
Yes.
Like gigantic.
It was unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it.
It's like,
okay?
I see that. Almost every full moon looks big, but there's certain ones that look humongous.
And red.
Yeah.
And so we're like just left astonished by this. Like, what the hell are we looking at?
I know,
right?
man, I know.
And then
it gets smaller as it goes up, but when it comes up over the ocean, especially, or which is the ocean's like 3 miles that way, not even about 3 miles that way. So it comes out over the houses. Even from here, it looks huge.
I thought what we were seeing was like some kind of flare or something, like some kind of military grade flare, like launched from a boat or something. I don't know. But anyway, we're like dumbfounded by this shit. The next day, I'm asking somebody about it, and they're talking about this thing. It's the strawberry moon. That's what you saw. Oh, okay, cool, right? And then we're here the next year, right? And we're walking down there on the beach, and I'm not even bullshitting, dude. She says, wouldn't it just be crazy if we saw that again?
Yeah.
And no shit. It's like, oh, it's happening right now. And it's like, I look at the phone, it's like, this is the same week we were here last year. We're back on the same exact
See,
week.
there's probably more patterns that we don't pay attention to that happen like that, you know? Because I don't pay attention to dates half the time when shit happens, or whatever. She's always trying to go to the beach and watch the moon rise or whatever. She goes for walks on the beach all the time and stuff. I get like, I want to find shark's teeth, and if I can't find it after a while, I'm just kind of over it. You know what I mean?
I was looking for them today because I saw that you were able to find one out here.
Barely though. I mean, sometimes you can. Sometimes you can find a lot, but it's not always. Sometimes you can't find shit.
Yeah, I didn't find anything.
Yeah. It's pretty disappointing. I felt like I used to find more. Like I found a great white's tooth just downtown Myrtle Beach, like 8th Avenue North. I'm just standing there. I worked at Land Shark at the time, which is the restaurant underneath the Skywheel on the ocean.
Okay.
That was like 11th Avenue. I was just standing on the beach waiting for a ride or something. Because, the beach access is like right there. And smoking a cigarette, and I looked down at the fucking great white tooth. I have it in the house somewhere, but it's about that big,
Crazy.
I've never found a megalodon tooth. I probably found bits and pieces of them, but
I found a megalodon tooth once.
Did you? Damn.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was in downtown Atlanta at an apartment building I lived at. And they had tilled up all of the ground.
Oh, really? So it really was? I thought you may just found it in the house.
No, I legitimate. It was this big.
Jesus.
It was like that. Big, giant black megalodon tooth.
Yeah.
And I've lost it.
You lost it. I bought her one that was like not that big, like that big from Beach Resort once it's like a necklace with a megalodon tooth, like a tiny megalodon tooth.
Dude, I was keying into the door and like looking down to the doorknob to grab it, and it's like it was just down there, past where my hand was looking at. It's just on the ground, just right there, just kind of like shining at me, like there it is.
Freaks you out a little bit.
It was bizarre.
That we know the ocean was over all that land at one point, but just
such a weird place to find something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Atlanta, don't worry, there's all kinds of shit everywhere.
Yep, that was my shit. Just kicking it.
Found one at the gift shop. Yeah, that's where I found one. Gift shop on the beach. Now I've seen orbs too, but I don't know what they were. I mean, I used to be a little more naive. I thought it was some kind of extra, but I don't even know what I believe anymore, honestly. But, you know, I looked up and it looked like they like appeared like 1, 2, 3, almost like a triangle shape. And it looked like it was like maybe I don't know. I'm just guessing distance. It could have been fucking 50 feet, could have been 100 feet away. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not really sure. And it lives over the ocean. You know, from here, I live about 3 miles from the ocean. The old house, maybe a mile and a half, 2 miles from the ocean. And they kind of all appeared at once and then disappeared at once. I don't know what it was, though. I mean, who knows? This place is weird because, like, supposedly there's weird shit that happens here because we're on the 33rd parallel, which is supposed to be weird shit happening. And there was an Air Force base that opened in the 40s here that was still open when I moved here in 91, but it closed down like a couple years later. So, and it's like went right to the beach almost, you know. So I don't know what the fuck we have here. We used to be able to walk in the woods. It's a place called Market Common, not far from here. It's like outdoor shopping malls. They built all these houses, but there used to be these little paths to the woods that were cement, about maybe 4 feet wide. You could fit like a little golf cart or something through them. And you walk into these little trails of the woods on these fucking like little concrete roads, and then all of a sudden it'd be like a bunker, not a bunker, but like a I don't know what it was, like a storage unit hidden from the road with like trees growing on this hill. But if you went around the other side, it was like half a circle with these big metal doors, and they were open. People would spray paint in them and shit, but they were all hidden out through these woods and these little paths. Not hidden because you could walk back there, but hidden from the road. You couldn't see them at all. You had to go, you know, a little bit through the woods till you got to them.
Wow. So those kind of half dome Quonset kind of buildings or whatever? Yeah, and from the other side, it's like dirt and trees because it's in a forest except for these little paths that you could take. You know, there's even one spot that looked like it was like they would fuel up there. The place was built in the 40s. It was Air Force Base, and it closed down in like 93 or something like that. And they're like metal kind of buildings? Yeah. They're either metal or concrete. The doors are metal. Okay. The inside was either metal or concrete. I don't remember that. I haven't been there. They tore that whole area down and built houses, but up until at least like, our old dogs. We used to bring our old dogs out there, and they just died, you know, earlier this year. So up until probably 2013, 14, they were still there. Yeah. Very cool. Good place to smoke a blunt. Kind of freaky, though. Every town needs stuff like that. It's gone now. They tore it down. There's one thing, though, that I find weird, because we don't have basements here. Because I get the clay, the sand, the ocean. I don't know why. But on the boulevard, I don't remember exactly what avenue. I've lived here 30, I think going on 33 years almost. Next month, yeah. And I never knew this until about 5 years ago. There's a tunnel that goes under Ocean Boulevard. And it's on 13th or 26th South. I've only been there once because I just heard about it a few years ago. And it's kind of like, you know, if you go into a subway, like, you know, in the city, you go down like a little stairs. It's not like, you know, it's like a little fence and like stairs go down there. It's not much fanfare about it. It's just there. Mm-hmm. You walk down, there's a tunnel that goes under Ocean Boulevard to the other side of the street and comes back up. Pedestrian tunnel. And it didn't smell like piss or anything, and it was like sharks painted on the ceiling. But we just had this, I never knew that existed until like 5 years ago. And that, you know, if you can be that close to the ocean, why can't I have a fucking basement? It's dumb. Yeah. It makes no sense. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I never even knew it was there. It's there. Huh. I don't remember exactly what avenue, but it's like 13th to 26th South or something like that. It almost makes you wonder if they, you know, it was like put in there and they were never supposed to do it. Maybe, you know? Yeah. Like it was like some hotel that's like, well, they said that we can't do it, but I mean, we can. We can just dig the hole and go. You know? I don't know. Now, I would assume that we have to tear up the boulevard for it. I don't know when it was built. I haven't researched it much, but that being said, that goes right by the ocean underneath the road. What could they have buried at the old Air Force Base? I don't know. Sure. Yeah, I don't know what's over there. So, no clue. No clue. Well, wow. I guess we can give it, how about like another 6-7 minutes and we'll call it a night. That sound right? Yeah, that's an hour and a half. This has been really fun, dude. Yeah, I wish we could have done it earlier, like another time, I mean. Yeah, well, we'll do it another time. We will do it another time. I'm almost guaranteed to be here this same time next year. Maybe a little bit earlier. It's kind of gotten a little cold. I think maybe we'll try to be like a week or two earlier next year. Yeah, up until like that last hurricane came, last month, it didn't really come. It was like maybe 3 weeks ago. It started cooling down then a little bit. It was hot as fuck before that, though. Yeah. See, I like to be at the end of the kind of big, heavy vacation season. But, there's this
I get you.
magic time where if you wait too long, then it starts getting a little too cold. But
The thing is, so it warms up like halfway through the day. Like I was sweating balls at work today, but you know I could use a hoodie to go in the morning.
Yeah, for sure.
Then like 2 hours later, I'm like hot as shit.
I'm going parasailing tomorrow, dude.
Really?
Yep.
Good luck with that shit.
Have you ever done it?
No.
Oh my god, bro, it is so fun. I've
Yeah.
only done it once, like I don't know, 30 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, I've never done it.
But I'm gonna go with my second daughter tomorrow. And dude, we went to this pirate show last night with my little girls. Dude, that show was freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's good. I've been there before.
And I don't know how those people maintain that level of energy.
They train all year, even in the off season. Like shit, you'll see them walking, just like
crazy.
the nights you see walking around. They all have like long hair and stuff like that, or whatever. And you know, they train all year. They put a lot into those jobs.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
was seriously impressed and entertained.
I got it.
It was really epic.
Yeah, it's good. I haven't been in years, but I have been a couple times with the kids. I don't mind going there. You can get really fucking stoned and just eat all this food.
Yep.
They bring you and just watch a show.
Man.
Yeah.
It was super, super cool. But yeah, it's we're
Rated R.
We're towards the he said something about scanning the QR code.
I don't remember.
Pretty funny.
They had QR codes then, but I think they're still new the last time I went. Not really. They've been around for a while.
Yeah, he was talking about signing the, fill out the questionnaire or the, feedback card, and, either do that or scan the QR. But that's pretty good.
Yeah,
but I'm a sucker for stupid jokes.
Oh, me too. Yeah, I think it's a dad thing, you know, especially if it's a pun or something, you know.
Yes, I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Playing guitar. What are you talking about, white guy?
Yeah, super fun, man. Thank you very much for inviting me to come over and hang out.
Well, thank you. Yeah, besides family, you're the only one I hung out with on my 44th fucking birthday. 44. How about we play you off?
I like it.
We'll play one more song for people. You're not Limp Bizkit, are you? Why the fuck is it on that? Limp Bizkit.
No, but
we played that one already.
I'm gonna let you choose.
All right.
You can go to the playlist. That might be the easiest way. If you go to
go to the page and then go to the playlist.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then parody music videos, and
Okay.
that'll have them all there. Well, all the ones that haven't been banned.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe I got a fucking strike for my birthday. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining in for my birthday, and 9/11, and Dr. Clown for coming and bringing his prescription pad. And we're gonna hang out Friday night with the families, so we're gonna hang out again before he goes home. That we probably won't stream. Well, I gotta get a selfie with you though before you leave.
Yes, that has to happen.
All right. Well, I love you guys. I'm gonna play you out, so we're gonna go choose a song. I'm gonna choose it, I guess. I'm the birthday boy.
That's it.
I get to do that. So Mediabear.com. No, sorry, drclown.com or Mediabear on YouTube. What should I play here? I'm gonna play Safety Lane because we talked about it earlier.
Very nice.
The world of the future seemed more science fiction than actual fact.
First, there was one more journey, perhaps the most dangerous of all. Round and round they go, and where they stop, nobody knows.
some whammy bar action.
Okay. Whammy bar. Wow. Is it still touching it?
Yeah.
Okay. What if I roll the chair?